Hi everyone, welcome to Divine Sacred Tarot. I am so excited to be here because we've been having, I'm going to be doing an oracle message as I normally do and channeling some of the messages that are coming through, and they are so divine. This is a message to anyone who's feeling a little bit out of sorts and gives you this little bit of relief. So there are big messages for the divine feminine and the divine masculine, so take the energies as they resonate. What I've been getting a lot recently is, even though the eclipses have brought up quite a lot of wounds, quite a lot of healing that needs to come up. So if you are, thinking, well, what if this isn't my divine masculine? What about my twin flame? What about their karmic? If you're thinking all these things, if you're bringing all of these things up, it's because it's asking you to dig deeper into the why. So I've been on a training workshop this past weekend, and I've also been reading this other book about letting go. And both of them combined the messages very, very well. And what the book had instigated was those feelings that you have, these emotions that you experience, they are underlying what truly is something that you are concerned about, right? There is something within you that needs that sense of security, needs that sense of safety, needs that sense of unconditional love, and we end up masking it with other things. So say, for example, if you're buying a car or you want a car and you're like, oh, I want this Ferrari, but you're like, but why do you want the Ferrari? Oh, I want it because it will, help me show off to my friends. Well, why do you want to show off to your friends? Oh, they'll think of me as, they'll respect me and they'll think of me highly, but why? So this is basically reiterating to both divine masculines and feminines, why are you pursuing these thoughts? What is it about the underlying fear or insecurity that you're trying to mask over? So this isn't just do a 2-minute exercise and you'll be done. This is literally sitting down with yourself and just going, what are the thought patterns that are coming up consistently? What are the wounds and the sabotages that are coming up between me and how I'm resisting union? Because a lot of you say, oh no, I would love union right now. Yes, of course we would. However, what are you masking and what are you resisting? Because otherwise you'd be in union right now in the physical sense. So it's giving some raw advice just to say, like, what are the thoughts that are going through? What are you attaching yourselves to? What are you reading? What are you listening to? And how can you start to surrender before this weekend's solar eclipse, lunar eclipse? And so what we're trying to do here, between myself and Spirit, I've been asked to channel these things regarding feelings, thoughts, and emotions, that you don't have to be positive all the time, 333 as I say this. But what it's asking you to do is, how can you shift your perspective? How can your perspective give you this other reality? Because if you see the number 6 in front of you and the person opposite you sees the number 9, you could argue until you're blue in the face that it's 6, but this other person always will see a 9 unless they come to your viewpoint. So when you are looking of separation between you and your twin flame, ask yourself, how can I what am I getting from this separation? What am I cultivating during this time? How is this benefiting me individually in my soul path? And also, how is it benefiting both of us before we come into union? And please do this is just a reminder that Spirit's reminding me of to tell you, is that union is not the end goal. The end goal is, how can you be of service into this world? What are you coming together for? So if you are in the current path of pursuing your dreams, of, listening to your intuition, taking up higher guidance, like, Spirit is ringing bells towards your dharma. And I mentioned this in yesterday's reading, like, what is your highest and best calling? What is the biggest dream that you can envision for yourself? And this is something that is being asked of. You know, you've tackled your wounds, you've tackled your traumas. Yeah, things are coming up. They're not ever going to completely disappear, but you can start to move forward into a lighter, brighter, more high vibrational being by you divine feminines embodying your empress energy and you divine masculines embracing your emperor energy. What you're doing is you're individually embodying your highest versions of yourself. And then when you come together in union, because you will come together in union, you are choosing union because you are choosing yourself. In the meantime, when you're choosing union, how can you use this union for the betterment of the world, for the betterment of the highest vibration, for the highest good of all, and for the service of the community and the world around you? And it could just mean that you two come together and you're so in love. You are the example that your perseverance, your patience, your tenacity, and all these things have given you the opportunity to learn to trust your intuition and to be an example of unconditional love into this world. It could be that, or it could be both of you are coming together to be healers, to be light workers. You know, what are you coming together for, and how is this serving the collective? And that could be a question that you're asking yourselves. The other message that I came through quite strongly are songs. Some of you are already communicating. Pardon me, this is a very specific message for some divine feminines. Your divine masculine communicates with you through songs. Divine masculines are probably getting this too, but I'm getting it heavy, heavy, heavy for the divine feminines. Your divine masculine is communicating with you through songs, but things might have been a little bit quieter lately. The divine masculine is asking me to remind you, listen to the songs, listen to the songs. I'm sending you music, and they are giving you clues about my current state, my level of ascension, and how much love I feel for you. And when we're doing this, sometimes we're so caught up in the realities of life, or we're so caught up in these tarot readings because we're watching so many tarot readings in a day, we end up feeling a little bit confused, because it's like, quick reminder, only you can choose your twin flame. And so I posted a short yesterday, and it was about the queen chooses her king. And I've said this in a previous reading, saying that you have chosen your twin flame, but also your twin flame has chosen you. But you are embodying this energy, otherwise you wouldn't be connected. You two are already connected energetically. So there is something of service that you need to do before you come into union. And when you come into union, it's almost like the clock resets. It's like, okay, now the purpose is for highest ascension, for purpose of the world. And then, so for example, when you're caught up in this union state, when you're caught up in the tarot readings, sometimes we forget to listen to our own intuition, to take some quiet space, to go out for a walk, to maybe even just put Spotify on or YouTube on random and figure out, actually, this is the song. And for some of you who haven't seen that short, please do go check it out, because it's actually reached like 2,500 people already. But it's from the Hindi movie Jawan, and it's Jalia song. So I'm not gonna read the Hindi version. I'm gonna give you the English version. And this is what the first words mean in English. Love is what forms the heart. The heart has fallen in love. Make or break me, I've already picked you. Colors in your colors. Adopting your ways, and leaving everyone else behind. I've become yours. I don't want to love you under restrictions. I've already told everyone. I'm coming to you. I'm under your spell. So the reason I wanted to share those lyrics right now is because I personally, I'm not going to say we, actually personally, I thought and have embodied the Empress energy, that we are picking our divine masculines. But the divine masculines are reminding us that they've picked us too. So don't discount how much your divine masculine chooses you. And I've got like a heart chakra, a lump in the throat type of thing. There is going to be communication regarding how they feel about you. It's just 1010 on the audio length as I say this. Some of you are seeing 888, 1010, 111, confirming all of these messages. And when you see them, ask yourself, what were you just thinking about? So don't let yourself run away with your thoughts. Be very, very conscious about what you're thinking, what you're manifesting, and what you're creating, what you're doing in those time of those angel numbers. So when we've got the lyrics of this song, the divine masculine is reminding me to remind you, divine feminines, they chose you too. They have chosen you too. So overall energies, now that we've had that channeling messages, overall energies is we've got the Page of Swords, we've got the Page of Cups, and I saw the Ace of Cups pop out too. So let me just talk through the first energies of the deck that I shuffled, and then I'm going to talk about the second energies that come beneath it, and then we'll go into the divine masculine and divine feminine readings. So the Page of Swords for me looks at the ideas are coming through, the epiphany, the aha moments are coming through. The Page of Swords is like this balancing act. The divine feminine is holding a bunch of lights that look like balloons. There's I was going to say birds flying, but butterflies came out. So for you, you might be seeing butterflies, you might be seeing images of butterflies, birds in couples. All of these are messages from the universe telling you you're on the right path. And if things don't feel good, don't go in that direction. Feel your guidance, your intuition, your abundance. And what the divine feminines are doing now is, they're learning, they're relearning, they're kind of course correcting, just to go, this way has never always been the way. It's like flowing through water, because we're coming into the autumn season. We're going to be going through the winter season in the northern hemisphere, and obviously it's opposite in the southern. Take it as it resonates. But what this time is asking the divine feminine to do is cultivate those ideas, cultivate this drawing down time, this quiet time to revisit what your previous beliefs and thought patterns and traditions were, because they weren't always serving you. They served you then, but your mindset is going to be different now. And what is it serving you now regarding your progress forward? And with that in mind, we've got the Page of Cups. And for me, it looks at a small offer of love and communication from the divine masculine. So this could be the confirmation. Rather than having an external message, it could just be your divine masculines contacting you, communicating with you in the astral realm through songs, through numbers, through lyrics, through tarot readers. And for some of them, I feel like they kind of just caught, for those of you in separation, you're kind of caught in this this ground of developing. It's almost like you're still cultivating your one another's spiritual ascension, and the divine masculines reminding you you're on the right path. The divine feminines are kind of going, I'm going to keep doing me, and I know this is working. I know this is working because they've either had communication or they've had confirmations regarding their twin flame. They've been in contact with them. It's just saying, like, look at where you are now, look at all the abundance that you're getting, rather than skipping the stage. So every stage is purposeful into developing the version of you that will be in union with your twin flame. And we have unconditional love here. So not only have we got the Ace of Cups, we've got one cup in the Page of Cups too. And it's almost like dream bigger than you ever have dreamt before. Like, really visualize you and your twin flame together. What are you doing in this world? Ask your twin flame, what are we here both to do? What is our mission together in this world? And then right underneath, we had more energies come through with the Death card, the Page of Wands, and the Tower. For some, not everyone, their divine masculine who has been affected by a karmic relationship, they are completely walking away from their karmic. They're completely walking away, and they're making these changes that has definitely caused some anguish between people, places, and things in their life. They've walked away from old karmic patterns, old areas that they were living in, old friendships. You know, they're probably standing up to family members who aren't sure about this connection. So they've been communicating how they feel to others, but they are willing to cut people out that no longer serve them in their next phase of the journey. And divine masculines are understanding this. So as they're walking away, we've now got the Tower moment and the Judgment at the bottom of the deck, just going to show that this was always meant to be. There was always meant to be a death and rebirth and a new development for this stage. So I'm going to pop these cards back, and we are going to go through the past, present, and future energy for the divine masculine and the divine feminine and the twin flame collective. So thank you, spirit, angels, ancestors, and guides. Thank you for being here. Thank you for everyone who has subscribed, liked, commented. Thank you for everything you do. And remember, this is an energetic exchange. So the more you like, you comment, I'm able to connect with your energy too, right? So first card, what is the past energy for the divine masculines? What is the past energy for the divine masculines? That's way too many cards. But we did see 8 of Cups and the Devil. So this is reiterating the past energy for the divine masculine is walking away. Walking away from the past, walking away from karmics. What about the current energy, please, Spirit? Okay, beautiful. Current energy. And what is the future energy for the divine masculines? What is the future energy for the divine masculines? Thank you, Spirit. And how does the divine masculine feel about their divine feminine? How does the divine masculine feel about their divine feminine? One card, please, Spirit. Oh, thank you so much. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing again, but for the divine feminines. What is the past energy for the divine feminines? One card, please, Spirit. So the divine masculines are going through a lot. And again, so are the divine feminines, because you've got so much energy. I'm going to take all of these cards, actually. What is the present energy for the divine feminines? Oh my goodness, there's just so much going on for you guys. What is the future energy for the divine feminines? And how does the divine feminine feel regarding their divine masculine? Thank you, Spirit. Okay, what is the twin flames? Past energy. What is the past energy for the twin flames? One card, please, Spirit. What is the present energy for the twin flames? What are they presently feeling? And what is the future energy for the twin flames? Future energy, please, for the twin flames. Okay, and is there any other messages that we need to know? Thank you, Spirit. Okay. So, yeah, we've got the Devil at the bottom of the card. I knew it wanted to come out for the divine masculines. For the past energy, the divine masculines have been going through this sense of inner reflection. So if, for example, you've communicated with your divine masculine and they kind of disappear, I just had a little bit of a hiccup. That's fear come in. So the divine masculines, you divine feminine, have unintentionally, do not change who you are. Like, yeah, you're growing, yeah, you're learning, yeah, you're developing, but don't change who you are for the sake of another person. Be more of you and be willing to accept and strip away anything that isn't aligning with your highest and best good. So the divine masculines are understanding that in the past that you are so phenomenal, you're so extraordinary, divine feminines. When they do communicate with you, you ask them to level up without even asking them to level up. You unconsciously ask them to be a better version of themselves because they see a good version in you. So because you see your divine masculine is extraordinary, divine feminines, and the divine masculine sees you as the high priestess, as the empress, as extraordinary. They know that they need to and choose to level up every time they're in communication with you. So sometimes they do get triggered. Sometimes they are basically just pushed into this level of ascension. an awakening. So don't take their silence as personal. They just need to go through their own understanding, their own healing, and their own level up for this connection. For the Divine Feminine's past energy, we've got the Nine of Wands, the Empress, the Queen of Wands, the Eight of Wands, and the Four of Pentacles. So I know I only said one card, but these cards were genuinely calling out to me. So for the past energy, the Divine Masculine, the Divine Feminines, we know, has been persevering through this connection. There has been conversations with themselves going, is this really a twin flame? You know, am I the karmic? You know, are we supposed to be together in this lifetime? And all these certain insecure things come up, but just please do remember, Divine Feminines, not only do you choose your Divine Masculine, but most often than not, you probably didn't know what twin flames were until you were in separation, which means that you are choosing to identify with this term twin flames, but it doesn't mean anything, to be honest. It doesn't really mean anything. It's a label that people want to be included in, so we don't feel alone, but it's also saying that we hold the capacity, the highest vibration to choose to identify with this terminology, and we can choose who our twin flame is, which means when your soul vibrates at the highest and best level, it's going to vibrate with this very, very specific person that you were always meant to vibrate with. That is the reason that you are in this connection. It's because both of your souls are vibrating on this energetic frequency, and you're helping each other grow, expand, enliven, and then who knows what comes when you come into union, because that's going to be another journey. It's going to be another phenomenal. Like, you're probably not even going to resonate with these readings anymore. They're going to be union energy readings because it's a new journey. It's a new path. It's a new timeline. So even though you've been persevering in this connection, you still embody the Empress, the Queen of Wands. You know your right to be here on this earth, to be in your sovereign nature, to communicate with yourself on what you need and how and what things make you happy. You know, what brings joy in your life? How can you cultivate your divine feminine energy? How can you be more creative and more playful and more in your sovereign nature? And that, I feel, that is what you're holding on to at this moment. It's just saying, I'm no longer looking at the external to keep me happy. I'm no longer relying on my divine masculine. I'm not in this detached, codependent relationship. No. I am happy as I am. I'm happy where I am. I'm happy where I'm going. I'm divinely guided and I have faith in this connection, but more so, I have faith in myself. So what about the current energy for the twin flames? So we've got the Seven of Cups. So I feel like the Seven of Cups is more about choosing. So rather than there being an abundance of cups and the Divine Masculine doesn't know which to choose, it reiterates the channeled message right at the beginning where I was saying you are choosing each other. And this is the time in separation that gives you both the opportunity to reaffirm what you're choosing. Because you could easily say, okay, you know what, this isn't working, I'm going to choose somebody else. You could easily do this. Everybody has free will, basically. Nobody is forcing you to do anything. Nobody's forcing you to listen to the readings. Nobody's forcing you to choose your twin flame. No, you are choosing your twin flame, and you keep choosing your twin flame, Divine Feminines. And this is what the Divine Masculines are starting to understand, is it doesn't need to be this cosmic alignment. It can be. And if you choose it to be, it is. So that's the simple message that I'm getting right now. So for the present energy, for the Divine Masculines, we've got the World card. So they are genuinely going through this big cycle of death and rebirth. They're going through this energetic upheaval, and they're able to come to this new journey with a refreshed, refined attitude. That's what I'm getting right now, is they're able to go, okay, how can I start again? How can I be in the version of myself that is for the highest and best good. Like, there is so much vibrancy, there's so much joy, there's so much bliss cultivating in here that the spirit is actually saying, keep doing that, because some of them are looking at you, divine feminines, going, I want this. I want to choose my divine feminines because they bring something out in me that I couldn't really do by myself. I'm learning how to do it by myself, but I also need my divine feminine to help me get into the better version of myself, because she brings it out in me. The present energy for the divine feminines, we've got the Queen of Cups now. We've got the Ace of Wands. No, we don't. We've got the Ace of Swords, the Six of Swords, and the Strength card. So not only are you tapping into your highest vision, your highest truth, as we talked about right at the beginning, that's giving you the strength to step into your own abundance, your own acknowledgement of where you want things to go, because you are in control of this connection. You are in control of your resistance, of your healing, of your evolution, of your awakening. So how are you channeling those energies between you and your higher self, between you and the highest truth? And how are you moving forward with strength, courage, vulnerability, with your authenticity in this current state? For the overall energies for the twin flames currently, we've got the Knight of Wands. So both of you, as I said, both of you are individually cultivating your own sense of passion, your own sense of abundance, of bliss, of creativity, of joy, of happiness. And this is reminding me of how the Four of Wands are in the Knight of Wands. They're ringing the alarms to come up with the joyful experience that you're going to have now and taking with you when you come into union. For the divine masculines, the future energy is the moon. They are not supposed to know what's going to happen. They are under an illusion right now, but I feel like they are seeking highest guidance and channeling a specific energy. So what I mean by that is the divine masculines are going, I choose what I choose to focus on. So what am I focusing on? So is it going to be union? Is it going to be work? Is it going to be family? Is it going to be this? And it could be multiple things that they're choosing. But remember, if we're choosing, say, 5 things, our energy is dispersing over 5 things. If we choose 3, it's kind of a little bit more direct. More energy is going to flow into those 3 things. So I think that divine masculines are going, I don't know yet, but I feel like I want to choose to hone in my energy in one direction. And what that one direction is, I don't know. But as soon as I looked at the future energy for the divine feminines, we've got the Lovers card. So the future energy for the divine feminines is union. This is coming through for you, divine feminines, because you focused on yourself. You were persevering. You were tenacious. You were abundant, all on your own. You were aligning with your higher self. You were aligned with the authentic truth. You weren't afraid to speak up. You weren't afraid to move forward. You weren't afraid to let the dependency and the love on your masculine, you grew it and you cultivated it within yourself and all of your relationships around you, because you've grown stronger from that connection between you, source, you and yourself, you and all relationships. Your future energy is the Lovers. And this isn't just about you being in union with your divine masculine. It's about you being in union with everything life has to offer. And for the connection, we've got the future energy as the King of Swords. There is going to be an honest communication coming through, because we've had this yesterday. There is something that isn't being revealed just yet. Your divine masculine may come to you and say something surprising and saying, look, I've cut out my karmic friend. I've cut out my karmic relationships. I've cut out, like, moving away from my old childhood area, because I want to be with you. I feel this for you. I feel the love for you, and that honest communication is coming up. So how does the divine masculine feel about the divine feminine? For the divine masculines, they almost feel like they are being shut out, left out in the cold, and within that, as they're being triggered, they're being asked to go inwards And you know what? They're reflecting that with one another, because how the divine feminine feels about the divine masculine is they're reflecting on the heartbreak. They're reflecting on the old patterns of the communication, the old patterns of how they were previously. And it's like, that's what I was saying right at the beginning of this reading, is be careful about what you're thinking of. Be careful about regurgitating these old patterns and wounds. And that is the ego just reminding you that, you know, you can't have this. You're not allowed this. They're trying to slow down the progress of your ascension. But this is a warning just to say, look, you don't need to slow down anything. You are on the right path. You just need to be weary and be observant of your thoughts, feelings, so it doesn't impact you in the future. Your divine masculine may be feeling left out, may be feeling that they need to go inwards to get to you, but you're also feeling the heartbreak of this separation, that you know your divine masculine is the person for you, but you're also able to trust this phase of the journey. And then for the twin flames, we've got the Justice and the Two of Swords. So this is the point of balancing. This is the point of the spirit guides actually withdrawing and holding both of you back at this time, because you're needing to come forward in the most beneficial, highest way. So it's not they're not holding you back as a punishment. They're holding you back. It's almost like a catapult. They're kind of drawing you back in order for you to leap forward. And there is this unknown, there is this decision that's being made in the highest realm. But I feel like both of you are asking for the guidance, asking for the abundance that you need. And this is definitely coming in. I'm going to leave these messages right there. That was quite a lot of energy. So if you have any questions, if you wanted to do a private reading so you can get a little bit more specific between you and your own divine masculine or feminine, contact me on divinesacredtarot@gmail.com. I've got a few spaces this week, but also new spaces in November. So if you did want to take up some of those channeled messages for you and your beloved. And I've still got a promotion on for Scorpios and all my water signs. If you are a water sign, please contact me. We'll have a look at the 11/11 energy and the energy for the rest of the year. Sending you so much love and light.